Hello folks, and here we are casting a game between Assange, who is Silver 2, and Night Stalker, who is Bronze 3. So let's see how this goes. As usual, moving into the caster mode. So, there's not much happening in the early game. Simple stuff, pretty straightforward. Night Stalker has a bit of wasted time with his scout, but he's doing a pretty decent job scouting. Once again, scout is idle. Classic 7 on food. I'm guessing, yes, 3 on gold. On the other side we have got Massange, who's got a very early council hall already up. Whereas Night Stalker is nowhere close, he's overgathered on the food a lot. And finally the council hall coming down on either sides with 4 villagers, but Massange is up by a significant amount. Some good coffee. So Red has got 5 villagers on gold, which is quite I don't know why. I'm not sure what his plans are. Is he trying to get wheelbarrow? No. And interestingly, he's got no one on wood, which is quite interesting. That's something which you normally want to have as a English. And you've got no wood coming in. Interesting. On the other side, well, Night Stalker is in an interesting position. He's got longbows coming out, so despite the later age up, he's already got longbows on the field. And he finds the first villager. Good job out there. He comes all the way around. Ooh. Poor longbow went straight into the town center. So let's see if he survives. No. So let's hope Night Stalker does not do that again. And that's the only time he makes that mistake. There's another longbow was taken out by villagers, I assume. So now he's got more with longbow on the way, trying to build up a mass, which is good. Now on the other side, Massange also has got 2 longbows. So between 3 longbows on blue and 2 longbows on red, who wins? Well, because of the aura, the defensive aura of the English, it is actually red who is going to win. So let's see that happen. So 2 longbows out here and 3. Let's see if red manages to win, or red has significantly outnumbered blue in this case. So when you know you're outnumbered, and the defenders of course have a bonus because they are English, do not attack. You need to hold back. So let's see as more longbows come here, and of course eventually red dies because he has stopped producing longbows. So, but on the other side, red has already aged up. Now, while he's up, he is also lower on villager. So far blue has managed to the worker kills. I think blue has definitely managed to kill more than 1 worker, but it does not show up out here for some reason. That's a bit weird. But the TC is not producing, red's TC is not producing, blue's TC also not producing. Now, blue took stone. He took enough stone to make a second TC, but he's not dropped it down yet. So he has got enough resources for a TC. I think he's trying to get wood, but why? His main TC is idle. What's the need of a second town center? It's really not important at this point. There's nothing you can accomplish. Also, your opponent is up to castle age. A single knight coming out from here would easily clean out all of these longbows and everything else. Of course, blue is playing an English mirror, and what does he not have? He does not have any barracks, and there is no way to protect against knights. So, how does this go? Let's see. Blue keeps massing up. He's pop blocked, but he does not know that yet. Oh, he is trying to build houses. Good. And now he notices that there's a white tower. And as expected, the knight is out. Oh boy, but that knight is just gonna stand there and not do anything. Of course, this is Plastic League Legends, so this is expected. 3 villager kills. Oh, the knights come out, but they do nothing. Oh, come on, just attack with those knights. Of course, he doesn't do that, and blue continues harassing him. Also, blue has a significant villager lead at this point. Blue is also on 2 TCs, but guess what? There's no point. The TCs are not producing. Red has a significant knight present, 5 knights. Would be enough to dive in here and clear out around 16 villages here, 3 more out here, and God knows how many out here. So Red has enough knights out here to clear out blue. Now blue has noticed that there are knights on the field, and has he thrown down a barracks? He finally throws down a barracks at this point. But red chooses to not attack. No idea why, but red just wants to chill out in his base, do his farming. He has 3 crossbows out here, he just wants to live a happy life. Also, throwing down farms not under the influence of a mill. Oh, the knights are moving, but no, they go nowhere, they just go ahead and stand out there. Great. So we can see that red does not know a lot of the bonuses of the English system out here. In the meanwhile, he's gathered up a massive amount of gold, and I'm not sure what he's planning to do with that. So, once again, blue tries to send in a ram. Good job, but a single ram is not going to take down a white tower, especially when it's protected by 7 knights. Now, the 7 knights versus 12 longbow. Who wins? Well, apparently red thinks it's the longbows which wins, so red does nothing. I'm pretty sure these knights could take a arrow to the knee, so why take the chance? Better to stay back and defend. So, Night Stalker blue is finally up to the castle age with a white tower at the front. I guess it protects the gold and protects the wood into some point, but well, red is not really attacking. He could have put a forward white tower, but great. Blue tries to put another battering ram. So far blue has just got 4 worker kills, and he's still ahead by around 18 villages, because of course red has not been producing for the most part. Once again the battering ram goes down, and red chooses that he does not want to engage once again. He's very happy with what's going on. He throws down the keep for defense on the upper side, of course, whereas he's got undefended villages here and undefended villages here, but sure, I'm pretty sure stone is what he needs. Now blue has got the memo, he's in it, and he's going to go with multiple battering rams. Meanwhile, let's look at his upgrades. So does he have a blacksmith? Yes, he does. He has not taken any... Oh, he has taken ranged armor, which is good. It will also be useful to take ranged attack out here in this example, and also melee defense, because he sees that there is a lot of knights out on the field. But not that it matters, because red has a massive army out here, but he is not willing to use them. So he's ahead on the military value by quite a bit. So remember, while blue has more army, he has battering rams which are useless. He has a few longbow which can easily be cleared out by the knights, and just a few spearmen who are also can get cleared out by knights. If knights decided to attack, now this gold is protected by the white tower, but all of these villages are not. Remember, a TC does almost no damage to a upgraded knight. Also, interesting, houses in the corner, a lot of villages who are unprotected, so it would be really interesting to see if red can attack with these knights or raid. Who am I kidding? This is low elo legends. So 4 battering rams going in. Good. What does blue have to protect against the knights to defend these battering rams? 1 battering ram goes down. Second one goes down. Third one goes down. Fourth one goes down, and blue is out of steam with just 1200 damage to the white tower. Not much, given that he invested around 1000 wood into this attack. So, what does blue need to do out here? Blue sees that there's a lot of knights. What he should do is first put down an outpost out here so that he can fight under an outpost and defend it. One thing which he's doing good is bringing out crossbowmen, because crossbowmen are going to counter ranged units like the knight. He could also put down a lot of production here, including a siege workshop, maybe build a keep, and then go into trebuchets. But that's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna keep making crossbows and longbows. Cool. Finally, he's gonna go for steel arrow, which is useful because all of his army except for this veteran spear is essentially ranged. Red has a lot of villages up here on food, but of course neither of the parties are really into raiding. I mean, Blue was trying to raid in the beginning, but also he's not made villages for such a long time. Both town centers are idle. So what's the point of 2 TC if one does not make any more villagers? That's 700 resources, in fact 750 resources, let's just check. Yes, it's 750 resources gathered for no point. By this time, this is 25 minutes in, Night Stalker could easily have had 100 plus villagers. So finally there's a trebuchet out on the field and very well defended at that, so good job. He's going to start trebbing down the white tower, and of course red has no military. In fact his only military production buildings are the white tower and the council hall, so he's got, I think, 2 archery ranges and effectively 2 stables. Not bad. On the other side, blue has got 1, 2, 3 and 2 more, so 5 archery ranges, 1 barracks and the white tower. So blue has significantly more production than red on this side. Also red is stockpiling a lot of gold. I'm not sure what he plans to do with it. Maybe he thinks it's a good investment policy, but let's see. Finally there's one knight going out to raid, I hope. Let's see. Go knight, go. So a lot of battering rams being put down again. Once again there's a knight which tries to go in and gets one shot by this mass of 35 crossbowmen. Nice. Also that knight gets cleared out because there's a tower out here, and blue finally has vision on all that goes up. Does not know, however, that there are villagers probably right around here which are waiting to die. He goes in and he gets the white tower. Very well done. I think this is the beginning of the end. I mean, blue has got a trebuchet. He's got a significant military lead out here. He could have a significant economic lead, but well, the TCs are not really producing. Now this is gonna be fine when you're fighting against someone who's in the silver league, but once it comes down to gold league or higher, this is absolutely not gonna fly. Your opponent's gonna be on around 100 villagers at this point and is going to totally stomp you with a lot more production as well. Now all of the town farms around the TC clearly shows that red does not know how to actually play the English. Let's go ahead. One battering ram going down soon. Now red sees that there's a keep coming down. Does he take out all of his units and try to attack the villagers? Not really, but he's moving forward with all of his units. Now he sees a lot of villagers out here. Does he take out the villagers? No, he's attacking the keep. He's using his ranged units to attack the keep, which is very useful as we all know. Now he's using them to attack the TC. He could have been killing these 2 villagers out here and this keep does not go up, or 2 here. Let's hope the keep does not go up and the keep goes up. Cool. So somehow red has managed to survive once again, and he's got a keep and the TC firing down. Oh, the TC would be a lot more effective if there were actually people garrisoned in it, but well. Now blue once again has like a counterweight trebuchet and he can keep trebbing down the TC, and it's kind of game over at this point. So, what could blue do to finish out this game fast? He's got a lot of units defending this counterweight trebuchet. That's all he needs. He could bring, also he's got like around 3000 wood out here, so he could move all of these villages, drop down a couple of siege workshops out here, and start creating just 3 counterweight trebuchets. That's it. If with 3 trebuchets, he doesn't even need to attack, he doesn't need to go in. He can just keep shelling this from a distance, and any attack that red tries to do will get countered by all of these crossbowmen standing around. So he does not need to do anything different now. He can finish this game out in maybe 2 more minutes. And the TC is almost close to going down, but he tries to attack, I'm not sure why. He does not need to go under the TC. Also, he really does not need to go under the keep, which is creating... and he's almost dies out there. This army is... so he's taken a lot of losses from town center and keep fire. All of which was unnecessary because he's actually got trebuchets for like for doing all of that. Now red comes ahead with a knight and is easily killed. So like we can see, the trebuchet is sufficiently protected by these crossbows out here. Oh. Blue going for a Berkshire. Now that Berkshire could have been right up out here, because red has nothing to attack the villages. Red has nothing that prevents this Berkshire from coming up. If it was out here, it would have easily denied all of this town center from any sort of repairs. It would have also probably been able to attack the keep. So, we finally see 2 trebuchets coming out, which is good. Another trebuchet getting cleaned up on the backside. Garrison! So if he garrisoned those villages, those knights would have been dead in an instant, but at least the trebuchet somehow survives. Also, these villagers could go and heal these trebuchets. 1 trebuchet goes down, 2 trebuchets goes down to archers. Now that's a lot of resources. That's 550 resources per trebuchet times 2, so 1100 resources going down right there. Now of course, Night Stalker is gathering a lot of wood. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Major deforestation happening here. 20 villagers doing long distance chopping. But he does not need that. All of these could be moved over to gold. Now blue has not scouted this entire upper region, so does not know where the gold is. At least he knows that there is gold out here. He's got 4,000 more gold out there, which is massive. Also there's relics on the map, here, here, here. So at least 3 relics he could have been using. Once again he attacks under a keep and a town center. So what does he need? He needs trebuchets. He needs to protect those trebuchets. Instead he goes in with range units into town center and a keep. So of course he keeps getting mullered. Is there a trebuchet? No. Please, can I click this trebuchet please? I'd love to make a trebuchet for him. Trebuchets, no. Trebuchets, no. No trebs. Okay. Finally a lot of production coming down, so trying to use all of that wood, which is good. Still has like 5k wood. He could throw down a market and trade that out for some gold as well. But he does have quite a bit of gold coming in a minute. He's using all of that to make more crossbows. Now crossbows are fine, they're gonna protect against everything which red can throw. Except if blue decides to go below a town center and keep, in which case he's again gonna get destroyed. So crossbows do not have much armor, so in fact it has 1 ranged armor. So 1 ranged armor versus 16 damage from the TC and 36 damage. So that's around 52 damage each volley. So 56 damage against 80. So you're gonna get 2 shot by the TC and the town center. So red comes up with a counterweight trebuchet, so that's not going. I'm not sure what he's planning to do with that. And I think it's finally a slow crawl to the death, a forward keep, even though I think it could be a lot more forward than that, but sure. Red gets mullered once again. Once again, blue is losing crossbows at an incredible rate to basically nothing. Now if red garrisoned inside the town center, he would be able to destroy this army within seconds. And red finally has enough trebuchets, I think. Sorry, blue has enough trebuchets to finish this out. And the main TC goes down. Blue is also clearing out villagers on the other side. There's nothing out here. He's got a massive lead in every respect. He just needs to finish this out. Red, of course, has no stone to keep this up, and he's dead. Cool. So, convincing victory from blue, but he could have saved a lot of time by actually using his army better and protecting his trebuchets.